We are going to look at setting up the attendance for each week just to make sure we have attendance in there to be able to be taken. So, ideally, what will take place, whoever is taking attendance can do attendance and check in and go to that week. But if you notice, like, we are totally missing this week's service. Sunday morning worship's there, but if I go to my attendance, it is not showing up. So we should have the 29th, and I have 28th board meeting, 29th youth, and then we go to the 6th for Sunday morning worship. So to be able to add the attendance list to that group, here's how we can go about doing it. This is one easy way, simple way to be able to do it. Actually, go in and click on the event. When you go into the event, we want to go to options. And on the options, we're going to hit attendance and check in. On the attendance and check in, we can just go ahead and select the group. So we are going to be selecting from worship attendance. So we'll start by selecting the adults, Sunday morning worship adults. And then we're going to go to nursery. We're going to do juniors. And then we are also going to do kids, Sunday morning worship, Rav kids. So I have all the groups in there that we are adding, and I will go ahead and select apply selected. So once they are added, you will see them come up here. Boom, Rav. The adults, Rav kids, Rav nurseries, and Rav juniors. So all those now are in there. So if I go back to here, click attendance, and then you'll see Sunday morning worship, and it does say week 5. We're going to say that for another video of templates and what can be done to create those, and then be able to, uh, once you've created a template, how you can quickly load it in there. And we're going to go over how to make changes to those templates or modify the people who may be working that week as a volunteer for one of those areas. But again, we want to then click on the attendance one and make sure we have everything is worship attendance, Sunday morning worship, adults, Rav kids, Rav nursery, and Rav juniors. Make sure those are in there for the person who is doing attendance. Then, real quickly, for the person who may be doing attendance, this is kind of good to know this in case it's not there and you can add it. But now, when it's time for you to do attendance, and if you're just doing attendance in the sanctuary, then you can just come and click on the adults. When this happens, it'll bring it up and you can enter the person's last names, if it makes it easier to go through and find like for example, the Johnsons. If we were to do Phil and Sam, then we can come in and just simply check them. If Charlie's along with them, everybody who is with that group, you can definitely do. Um, and that's all you need to do. And then you can exit out and you can go on to the next family and mark those in. So then you can just type in. Again, I'm going to go ahead and remove them. But you can start typing in the last name of the person, or if you're not sure, then you can type in the first name, and then maybe you see that it's a Smith or whatever, and then okay, now I know what the spouse's last name is, and then you can go and type in the last name if you wish to do that. So these are just simple ways to then add them in there, and at the very end, let's just put this. I'm just going to throw again the Johnsons in here. And then so what we can do is once we have everybody marked in, this is everybody that we've marked in that we know who they are or they are in the system, right? Put them in there. Boom. It's automatically taken account. But if we take an overall count in the room and say, hey, we had 4 guests today. So then what we would do here is not type in 4, but rather we would take the number on the left-hand side, add the 4 to it, and then we would put in 7. And then if we want to add any names, max characters we can do is 250. So if we happen to have a guest that we're putting in here, we want to log it in there. Boom, we can do so. We can put the person's name in there, and then there we are. We can add that person if it's a guest who is here, for the first time, or they've been here a couple times. We can log those in there. And if we do actually want like a physical, if we do want a physical attendance sheet, just want to show you that real quick. So I'm going to close this out. If we want a physical roll sheet, we can come in here, roll sheet and options. We can just do includes guest and member selection, and we can select a group to include. And if we're just doing, if it's just adult service that week, we can simply uncheck all the other ones, hit close, and print the roll sheet, and it'll actually bring it up. We can do it in a single column such as this, or we can do, interesting, see what happens if we do this. Oh, that's for marking. I guess if we said what section they sat in, we could do something like that if we want to track what section they're sitting in. We can put in section number. Or here we go. Boom. Let's see here. We're going to print. Okay, so it's just a single sheet with everybody's name on it. So as you can see, it's printing multiple, and then you can write in names of additional people. So that's a way to be able to quickly print off a copy if you just want to go through and mark them that way there. So those are a couple options to be able to print those types of sheets. Let me see if it does hit me here. Oh, it's still all the same thing. It's showing everybody still in here in one giant group, and it just puts them all in alphabetical order. Kids or no kids. So like if we were to go to the Johnsons, for example, boom, all the kids are in there as well then. All right. And that is that. So if you have any further questions about attendance and making sure that they're marked properly, feel free to reach out to me and I will be glad to help you through the process. Hope this video has been helpful. If you have any questions, again, feel free to reach out.